What up, guys? Welcome back to the Mac Effect. Your host here, Mike, like always. Thanking you guys for tuning in. Thanking you guys for showing love, continuous love to the podcast. As you guys know, I'm always working hard as far as trying to figure out how to bring you guys good content, good guests, good conversations, and you guys might not see it. Some of you might not, some of you might, but even good video quality, good sound quality. It's something that I'm consistently trying to deliver good, right? So thank you guys so much. Everything is done with intentionality. The guests that I bring, the people that I ask to join, because they either bless my life, bring something to my life, or they have something that I know can be of a blessing to others as well. So with that being said, that's the reason why I brought this particular guest to the podcast. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Welcome to the Mac Effect. I got my homie here, Jose de Leon. Jose?
What's up, bro?
AKA Jose. We call him Jose, but it was even a little weird right now saying his full name, because then it's Jose. Like, when do you really call your friends like their legal name, right? Like a fool, a brother, a this. You don't really call them, but
right.
Anyways, bro, thank you so much for joining the pod.
Heck
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, definitely.
You people don't know, but the behind the scenes reality, guys. He's helping me out a lot today with learning how to upgrade video quality, learning how to upgrade monitoring, aesthetics, pretty much ground up. And we got to all give him a thank you. So on the comments, please put a thank you to Jose, because he's really opening my mind. And I appreciate it, bro, honestly, from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah.
Because not only do I geek out with this stuff, but it also shows me, like, you need someone to genuinely want to bless you and hook you up. Yeah. Because there's some people that want to keep that information to themselves, and they're like, no, figure it out, because it took me a while to figure it out. So I want you to figure it out. So from the bottom of my heart, bro, appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
For sure, man. For sure.
Appreciate it. And well, with that being said, bro, the reason why I wanted to bring you on the podcast was because I wanted to give you an opportunity to get to know your heart. Yeah. Get to know your person. Yeah. I know you because we started attending the church in Brea. Yeah. And you've been a blessing, bro, since I've met you. And well, that's the reason. So, Jose, tell me a little bit about your childhood, bro. Like, where'd you grow up? Yeah. Well, let's just start there. Where'd you grow up?
Yeah. So I was born in Baldwin Park.
Okay.
Grew up partially in La Puente.
All right.
So it was a rough area, rough neighborhood. We were there till about, I was like in kindergarten. Drive-bys, it was a madhouse over there, over by Azusa and Valley, over by the Sheraton Industry Hills over there. Yeah. But yeah, I was there from like when I was born to about kindergarten. And then, we kept getting drive-bys and people were getting killed, dude. And so we were like, we got to get out of here. My dad was like,
that stuff only happened in Compton, bro.
Dude. Yeah, my dad's cars got all messed up and he was like, you know what? We got to go. We got to go. I loved that house, though. I was like, really good memories at that house. Just a huge backyard. We'd play in the backyard and my dad would build stuff we'd just be like digging stuff. It was a good time.
Nice. The Puente properties. Yeah. I have a uncle of mine. Yeah. Has the one out there. Their backyards are huge, bro. You get like a massive backyard. Yeah. Yeah. No, it was a good time. Nice. Good childhood with my two sisters and my mom and dad. And then my uncles would always live there and all that stuff. But anyways, we ended up moving to Chino. And that's really where I grew up. I went to elementary, junior high, high school there. And Chino was considered like a nice area, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's good. It was good to us. Neighbors were good. Schools were good. I don't have any major complaints. I didn't like have any... I'd say not too many bad situations. Honestly, it was, there was like gang rivalry at the school, and there was like riots and stuff, and people just being stupid, kids being dumb and stuff. And
how were you academically in school?
I was not good, bro. I was not good. Don't put this on the podcast. No, Do good in school, kids. Do good in school.
Stay in school.
Stay in school. I barely graduated, dude.
Oh, okay.
I think I might have a little bit of ADD. So I gravitated more towards like wood shop and band. I was in band. I loved playing, instruments and stuff like that. And so I liked more of the things that I could do with my hands, So just was not a scholar. But I did graduate, thank God. And basically went to Chino High and did band there. I was a band geek,
Cool.
So I was all into that and
What'd you
playing
play?
baritone. Yeah, I was a little band geek nerd.
Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. Awesome.
So it's like a mini tuba, basically.
Okay.
And childhood, growing up there in Chino was great. My parents, did all they could.
Beautiful.
My dad is an iron worker. Actually, shout out to iron workers, the iron worker hat. Anyways, local 433 brotherhood. I was kidding. No, honestly, my dad's work was a staple, bro. He got us through. Had insurance for all of us, and he worked hard. His body took a beating, bro. Being an iron worker is tough.
Is he still doing it?
No, he retired. But yeah, he fell from like 2-story buildings. He broke his legs, his freaking shoulders, and a rod went through his leg. It's just a lot. But like I give honor to that because my dad he's my hero, dude. He like put in the work, My mom handling business, she was also working too. So she's a caregiver and basically was a caregiver her whole life. She has a gift for it. She really knows like what to look out for when someone's not feeling well. And, we go to her whenever, we have issues now. So my mom was always the nurse, the one that would take care of you no matter what,
Beautiful. You had a good balance. You had a hard worker and then you had a caretaker as well. That's a solid balance.
Yeah.
Solid balance.
Yeah.
How was it? And I ask questions, Joe, just to tell you the way I do it is I want to analyze like certain things, and not because I'm someone that is to analyze, because I got my own, and I'm more than comfortable telling you my traumas and my past and all this stuff. But when I bring my guests, I like seeing, where you grow up, what the environment that you're in, it's gonna play a huge factor in what you become. Yeah. If you grow up in the hood and around gangs, your chances of becoming a gang member, bro, are pretty high. Yeah. If you grow up in a rich neighborhood, nice neighborhood, chances are you're gonna become a spoiled little brat. Nah, just kidding. Well, you're gonna grow up in that area, right? That's what I'm trying to explain or say. But I'm asking this because I'm like, okay, because I see the way you are with your family. I see the way you are as a man. You're also someone that likes to you honor your family. You honor your children, your wife, your work, the way that you do it, and that had to be an example that came from somewhere. Oh yeah. Yeah. And I know as right now you're telling me your parents, I'm like, that's awesome. Yeah. Were your parents people of faith? Yes. Yep. Their entire since you were born, or pretty much, yeah. Nice. Okay, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful. So we'd go to church every Sunday. My dad was one of the the deacons there, basically, and my mom would always help with the kitchen or different activities. She'd always be cooking and stuff. And we basically, I grew up at church. I went to youth group and started dating there. Then started helping with youth leadership, and then so on and so forth. Worship music, did worship and all that. So that's all played a part. My youth leaders, shout out Clement and Enrico. You guys are the homies. They held it down. They held it down. Man, they put up with a lot of crap, bro. I love it. The youth was wild back then. And they were always just solid people. Solid people of faith, yeah. You got to have the right mentors, the right people in your life. Like right now, you just gave them shout out. Yeah. And I'm getting chills, bro, because me growing up, we went to church, but I didn't really have those mentors. Yeah. And man, they're so important. Oh yeah. Because to have a solid mom and dad is definitely important, but it takes a village, bro. Yeah. And those people, like that's what I share on the Mac Effect. That's what I tell people, like, don't do things alone. God did not design us to be isolated. God designed 100%. Us to be connected. Yeah. But we have to connect with the right people. Now, I understand, and maybe I'm kind of going off, but I'm going to come back to the combo. But the whole point of connecting is like you got to connect with the right people. Yeah. Sometimes I got homies that are like, oh, but I just connect better with girls, and and girls, I just connect better with dudes. Yeah. And it's like, don't get me wrong. Yes, but you got to be very careful with that, because we use the excuse that because I was like that. Like I used to connect better with girls, but why? Because it was a little, let's be honest, it was time to flirt. It was time to say this or to like, oh, uno con malicia, like I que no hacernos mensos, right? So you gotta connect like with the right men group, with the white women group that can give you this godly, wisely advice that is gonna bless your life, not harm your life. So
100%.
anyways, that's a nugget that I'm giving you guys for free. I repeat it constantly on a lot of my podcasts, but nevertheless, coming back to you giving thanks to them. At any point in your life, Joe, did you ever feel like maybe walking away from Christ, or did you ever walk away from Christ?
So I'd say I didn't as much. Obviously, like, high school and stuff, there's always like, people smoking weed and there's people drinking, and that's always like around you, right?
Did you ever feel the pressure?
So I didn't. And I'm very privileged because, no offense to my sisters, I love them. Y'all know I love you. my blood.
I hear a bus coming.
But they were wild. They were wild. The twins were wild, and they man, it was some crazy times, and just partying and crazy lifestyle, and Teresa, y'all know, Vinny know. And so I say that because I kind of saw that lifestyle kind of getting out of control. And I was like, so they're 3 years older than me, right? They're seniors, I'm a freshman, right? And it's party time, right? And it'd be like, just crazy stuff at the house, yelling and screaming and fighting and stuff. And I was seeing all this go down, bro. And
so you kind of saw something where you were like, I don't want that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And I love them to death. They know this, but
that's how I am, bro, with alcohol. I saw my dad was an alcoholic. I saw a lot of bad things happen.
Right.
So growing up, my mind would just go like, if that's what alcohol is going to cause, I just don't want it in my life. So
same. So that's exactly what happened. And I started seeing the effects to my parents, to my mom, to my dad, to even my sisters, right? And it was heavy stuff. So just like running away and fights and just a dark time. But I remember one of those, my mom always brings this up. So Mom, I remember what you tell me. So she was like, in one of those fights that we were screaming and doors were slamming and they're running away. And I'm yelling. I'm like, guys, stop, relax, calm down. And then one leaves and she runs away, and my mom's there crying, and I just look at my mom and I'm like, listen, I said, I'm never going to put you through this. I said, I don't care what I have to do. I said, I will never put you through this. And again, it's nothing against my own sisters. I saw what it did to my mom, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. No matter what. So when those moments did come of like, ooh, let's smoke a little weed. Hey, let's go get some beers. Let's go do this. I was just like, that would come into play, and I'd be like, that promise I'm gonna keep. And then again, I'm gonna keep that promise. Again, like things would come my way. And I was like, no, I can't break my mom's heart again, So that really kind of grounded me more. And I was like, no, I have too much to lose.
Got it. Love it. And I want to be clear, right? Like I've always shared with you guys on other people that I interview with, we're not here bashing anybody. Like, no. I mean, I want to make it clear, right? To the sisters, it has nothing to do with like nothing, right? It's simply, we learn in many different ways. We learn by reading. We learn by observing. We learn by doing. Like we're going to figure life out one way or another, right? So like my example was with the alcohol. I didn't have to do it in order to learn. I don't want it, right? So I totally get it. Like we're not doing anything, to bash anybody. It's all about self-reflecting, self-learning. So thanks for sharing. Thank you. Okay, so that kind of came into your life where you were like, all right, I kind of want to avoid these things. I want to keep that promise to my mom. So then tell me a little bit about your love life as well. Like,
Yeah.
you know, how would that conflict with, you know, you're growing up, you're learning the word of God. So
Yeah.
the word of God tells you, you know,
Yeah.
wait until you get married, right?
Yeah.
Which a lot of us don't want to wait until we get married,
Yeah.
and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But how was that like for
Yeah.
you? Like the dating scene, was it something that was, are you a natural flirt? Is it
Oh, yeah.
difficult for you?
Right,
Is, you
right.
know, how was that for you?
For sure. So dating for me, I didn't date much, but my serious dating started with my wife, really.
Okay.
So I was 16, she was 14. And so we were in youth, right? So we're just
Wow.
chamacos, right? Being stupid. And we have this running joke of like, yeah, I didn't really know you existed until you like hit puberty. And I was like, whoa, hey, what's going on over there? You know, well, you got some changes going on, girl. You know, so my wife knows that I didn't know she existed until she hit puberty. And so we started talking, and yeah, there was other girls, you know, and we always make fun of that too. Like, oh, there was that where you dodged that bullet, you know? And so we started talking, and then, yeah, we were just talking until she turned about 17. And then we really started, then I asked her dad, like, hey, you know, I would love to start dating your daughter. And he was like, wow. Nah, I'm good, man. And it was like, nah, I think you guys can just continue to be friends. So he, you know, he gave me some pushback. Fair enough. You know, like he was protecting, you know, his daughter. And so I just stayed faithful. I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to wait. So, you know, that's, you know, 1 year and 2 years in, and we're waiting and stuff. And then she turns 18, and then we start dating normally. We start courting, and then we told our youth pastors, like, hey, you know, we're serious about this. We really want to start courting and stuff. And so we started courting. And then
let me ask you a quick question. His dad said no, like you guys can wait a little bit, be friends. What were your parents saying?
Oh, my mom she was happy.
Like, go for it.
Yeah, she'd always have her like, oh, have her come over. Yeah, he loved her.
Okay.
Yeah. But then Nancy knows this, and I'm just saying, I was not a good boyfriend. I was always the one trying to push the boundaries. You know, I'm the dude, right? Like, hey, let's go to the corner over there. Hey, let's go park over there. Let's go. You know, and you know, I was just not a good boyfriend. You know, and I'm going to church, I'm doing my thing, you know, but I'm a freaking little chamaco over
Hormones,
there.
bro.
Yeah, bro.
We're it's like at the peak.
Yeah.
Of
100%.
So it's like, I totally get it. I get it.
So I was always the one pushing the boundaries. And then there comes Sunday, and I'm like, I feel like crap.
God, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then they get like, oh, let's go, you know. So it was a lot of this for years and years. And I was also really jealous too. Early on, I was a jealous dude. And until we finally started getting serious, and I calmed down. But I was just like, I didn't know what I was doing, man.
What happened? What clicked for you to say, what taught you to calm down?
Too many fights because of that, because of me. Yeah. Really, I was the one like, oh, are you talking to that guy? Oh, are you talking to that guy? And then it would just turn her off. It was a big turn off, and I was like, man, I don't like that person I'm becoming, you know. And so it took time. It took time for me to stop being such a jealous boyfriend, and eventually, like, I just had it. Also, I had anger issues. I was always snapping, like, hey, you know, like, I'm the one. And then when we would have fights and I would snap, she would shut down on me. And I was like, why aren't you fighting back? And she's like, you can talk all you want. I'm like, well, you didn't say something. Nothing. And so I would just sit there looking like a fool, like, well, I'm the one angry. She's not saying anything. And I would just defuse, right? So that would happen for a while. Like I was just snapping because of random things.
Do you think there was a like a lack of self-love that you had for yourself? Like the reason why I say it, bro, and correct me if I'm wrong, like I feel like I used to be someone that was jealous. Even till today, with everything that I've gone through, like I'm not jealous because I know who I am as a man. So because I know who I am, I'm more like I know what you're losing, so I'm cool. Yeah. But before, I know my insecurity would come because I didn't feel like I had identity. I didn't feel like I had my own self-love. Do you think it would stem from something like that?
I was super insecure. Yeah, I was a little nerd back in the day. And, you know, I had a butterfly effect or whatever it's called, you know, and when I hit puberty as well, because I was big geek, you know, and a lot of it came from that. You know, I was super chunky when I was little, and then you start dating, and then you still have that insecurity, and then you're like, well, that's mine, and like nobody, you know. So I definitely had like insecurities for sure. Just my, you know, again, my parents. I was overweight.
How did you start dealing with them?
My now wife was like, dude, like, you have me already. Yeah. Like, what do you, like, just constantly reminding me, like, hey, like, you know, we're here and we're together, and like, stop thinking that I'm going to be doing this and doing that. And I had to come to a realization, like, you know, I was at the same time, I was like trying to be like her guide, her leader, her pastor, whatever. And I was like, dude, I'm just her boyfriend. Like, stop trying to be all this stuff and take control. And like, I wanted control. And it was not for me to control. You know, we were just dating, dude. Like, I was taking it way too serious. Yeah. So I needed to like calm down. You know? Yeah.
I ask these questions because I'm hoping and I pray on a consistent basis, bro, that listeners, viewers, watchers, they can see these things, right? And I hope that they can say, because if we're keeping it real, which is something that I constantly do on this podcast, bro. Yeah. You can be 18 insecure. You can be 25 insecure. Yeah. You can be 40 years old insecure. You could be a 50-year-old man and you're insecure.
100%. Yeah.
It doesn't matter what age you're in. If you've never dealt with it, you're going to be an insecure person. Yeah. But the only way you're going to break away from that is from breaking away from the insanity effect, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Yeah. Something had to reality check you, bro. I'm yours already. Stop. What's the problem here? Yeah. Something has to click. Yeah. I'm fighting by myself. Yeah. Like, she's making me like, and those are the things that I also like. There's so much to it. It's layers. Right. But thank the Lord that partner, because that's what I really feel partnership is. Yeah. Your wife at that moment, at that chapter in life, God was using her to make you a better man. 100%. And God's going to use you to make her a better woman. Yeah. And both together you're going to elevate her professional career. She's going to elevate your professional career, because that's what the partnership is about. Right. Yeah. And she could have given up. She could have said, I don't have to deal with this. My job is not to make him a man. My job is not to help him discover who his identity is. But that's what love does too. Yeah. Love says, even when it's a responsibility that's not mine, because I care about that person, we're going to help each other out. Yeah. So I'm glad that you're being vulnerable about that, because I'm hoping viewers and listeners can also be like, this is definitely an area that I can improve. I know a lot of marriages that go through bickering, bro. Like, sometimes they're like, man, we fought over the dumbest thing. We fought because the toilet paper was coming through the front and she wanted it more rolling through the back. Yeah. And it's like, it wasn't really the toilet paper, man. Yeah. It's just, that was the last drop that started the fight. So thanks for sharing. Yeah. That. Yeah. And in those securities now, right, you fixed, or are you still fixing them, or is that something that you say it's pretty well tamed already? I mean, as far as like the whole like being a jealous man, thank God I got over that, you know, because that was toxic. I was like, guys, those of you that are out there that are jealous boyfriends, like, it's not good. It's not a good path. I'm telling you, it's just gonna cause fights. It's your own insecurities, and you have to find ways to get over. A lot of it obviously was God working through me and these insecurities, you know, that I was just like. Again, I don't know. It just came from like my childhood that I was, I'm telling you, I was chunky. I was got my glasses. I was just like a little nerd, you know? And then all of a sudden I start dating, and I'm like, oh dang, I'm getting what's the word, like attention. And then it's like, oh, hey, this is, you know, so it's like, you're young and you don't know how to process all this. Yeah. Processing so many things. Definitely I had to grow out of that for sure. But it was because of the turmoil that I was causing that I was like, this is just not good. This is not good. Beautiful. So at the time, you know, Nancy, she was like, she was just very, very solid, she knew who she was. And I was still trying to figure it out. And it could be that whole thing where like women are more mature than guys at the time. And so yeah, man, I was just figuring things out. But I think now
obviously, like, I'm 40 now, you know, and it's things that we talk about all the time. We're like, man, remember when you were this? Remember that? I was like, yeah, I do remember. But I wouldn't say I deal with any of that now so much. Maybe, I mean, like we always do, like we all got a gut and we're all trying to lose weight and stuff. And you look at yourself in the mirror, like, I'm losing my hair, you know? So it's all that stuff that
why you aiming at me, bro?
No,
why you coming at me now? Just kidding.
Thinning out, you know? And so it's all those things that play parts. And, you know, I have to just be like, God, this is where I'm at, you know?
Yeah.
And that's it. That is what it is, you know?
I love it.
So I think that's where I'm at. Yeah.
But that's reality, right? Like as a guy, bro, same, right? Like I look at myself in the mirror at times and I'm like, dang, you fat, bro. And then I'm just like, but you got to do something about it, right? And then I have people that tell me things in my ears like, you're not that bad, relax. And I'm like, look, I don't know if I'm that bad. It doesn't matter what other people think. Yeah. Because ultimately it matters what I think, right? Mm-hmm. And what I think is I'm not happy with myself. Yeah. So I'm not happy with myself. I need to do something about it. And that's where God has really been hitting me. So I've been hitting a lot of the weights. I'm trying. I'm already down about a good 15 pounds. Bro. But we got ways to go. Yeah. But in the process of that, God is just teaching me, like, if you really want something like bad enough, you're going to make it happen. Yeah. When you wanted your wife, you really wanted it bad enough, you made it happen one way or another. When you wanted whatever, you're going to find a way to make it happen. If you don't want it bad enough, you're never going to obtain it. Yeah. Man, God's speaking to me right there right now, but nevertheless, the self-love has to come in at some point because it's going to bless you, bless your family. And look at, you said you're over that stage and now you're at where you're at. Yeah. Which, where you're at right now, beautiful family, bro. Thank you. You have your wife, you have three boys. Three boys. Yeah. We got to go for the girl, bro.
No, yeah. Ya estuvo. I already
Déjale pregunto a Nancy a ver qué Nancy dice.
No. I already got snipped, y'all. It's done. Yeah.
3 boys, bro. What are their names and how old are they?
Yeah. So Luca is 2. Noah is 4, and Isaiah is 9.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. I remember when I first started going to the church, they walk you around every different ministry. And when they came to the ministry where you were at, which was the creative ministry, you were telling us about it, but you had your little boy there with you because that's what real life is. That's it, bro. It's like, I'm not going to pretend I'm not a dad just because I'm trying to keep up with the church. Like, this is my package. Like, this is what it comes with. Like, we're serving, but we are also parents. Yep. And I remember that, bro, because, and that for me, I'm like that too. Yeah. There's times where I'm shooting and my son just walks right by and I just tell the audience, I'm a dad. Like, it's just, I'm not going to like tell them, no, get away. Yeah. I want them to know this is your space too. Yeah. So beautiful family. Did you guys discuss wanting to have a family or was it like oops, we're having a family?
They were all pretty much oopses. So we rewind real quick. So we get engaged. We're married for 5 years.
Beautiful. Oh, wow. You guys enjoyed your marriage, before you guys had kids.
Yeah, we waited, but not knowing actually that we were having a hard time kind of getting pregnant. So, year 1, year 2, year 3, and then my father-in-law, the one that was,
El que decía no, ahora dice, ¿dónde están mis nietos?
I love you, Carlos. You know I do. My father-in-law even had a conversation with us. He was like, hey, I'm willing to help you guys pay for some sort of treatment if that's what you guys want, and look into options. And so, we were trying for about 2 years and nothing was happening. And so there was a moment where we kind of just gave it to God and we're like, hey, you know what? If it's our time to have a kid, great. My wife was even like, hey, if we have to adopt, that's great too. And so we just give it to God. We give it to God and we're like,
can I ask a personal question? And you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Yeah. Did you guys, and I'm just asking now out of just curiosity, but would that cause any animosity towards each other? Like, would you blame her? Would she blame you? Like, it's your fault. It's my fault. Like, or would you feel like, would any one particular take the blame? Like, oh, it's my fault that we can't get pregnant.
I wouldn't say that there was any pointing fingers. I think for me, I felt like it was me. If it was me, because I did have some I had some surgeries when I was younger. I had like a what's called like a hernia or something like that. Hernia like in my area, in my man area, and I did have surgery like twice. 2 different times when I was much younger. So I was like, oh man, maybe something's off. And so I thought it was me. I was like, oh man, like is there some And then we just didn't know. We just didn't know. So, but yeah, basically out of nowhere, we're trying and nothing. One morning she wakes up and she's like, babe, and she had a test already, and then she's like, we're pregnant. And I was like, what the heck? So that's when we were about to start treatment. So we had our first one. Great, great pregnancy. Everything was great. She did have high blood pressure, so it was difficult for her on that aspect. So we did have to go in early, about 2 weeks. Delivery was great. After that, we got pregnant 5 years later. And that one we did lose. So we lost one. That was an ectopic pregnancy where basically the baby doesn't quite make it all the way through and it got stuck in the tube. It was a whole thing, man. I fast forwarded 5 years, but basically, that's when we did lose. It was during COVID, actually, right during COVID 2020, I think. And so that was difficult, they did remove one tube, and funny enough, again, unplanned, after we had Isaiah, we weren't getting pregnant. Same thing. Like we weren't getting pregnant, like for 5 years, nothing was happening. And when we do get pregnant, we lose it, and we're just like, oh man, like, okay, maybe there is something going on.
God is maybe telling us no,
Right. So we're like, okay.
So much thoughts and things run by. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And when she had that ectopic pregnancy, and we wake up in the middle of the night, it's like 1 a.m, 2 a.m, and she's like, hey, something's wrong. She's pale in the face. She's like, something's wrong. And I was like, okay, let's go to the hospital. So we go, and we have our little one. So we just left him there. I told my father-in-law, I was like, hey, can you watch him? So we're living at my father-in-law's house at that point. He's a widower. So we get to the hospital, and they take her in, and it's COVID time. So they're under lockdown, and they're like, okay, that's it. Stay out there. You can't come in. I couldn't even go in the hospital, in the waiting room, nothing. It was literally at the door, dropped off. It's raining, and I'm just there, dude. I'm just there like, oh, okay. And they're like, go home and we'll call you. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, like my wife is not doing well. And about 10 to 12 hours go by, and I go home. I go home to my kiddo, and Isaiah's like, where's mommy? And I'm like, I don't know. I was like, mommy got sick. She's at the hospital. But in my head, I'm just like, I don't know what's going to happen. So for about 12 hours, I was kind of going a little nuts, to be honest. Like all the thoughts started going through your head. I'm going to be a single dad.
I had a very similar situation.
There you go. So you know what it feels like.
I actually called a friend crying. It was actually my ex-wife's manager. I called her crying because same thing. It was during COVID.
Yeah.
I dropped her and I couldn't go in.
Yeah.
So
really?
I remember. Shoot. And it's horrible, bro. Like you're outside and you don't have any information what's going on, what's happening. Like it's brutal. And then I couldn't even come home. Yeah. But you were talking to your kids, so I'm like, bro, I know it's hard.
Yeah. So, thank God, I get the call 12 hours later. Hey, your wife made it through surgery. And they're like, we didn't know what it was, but they were like, it was an ectopic pregnancy. We took the baby out. They took the fallopian tube out, and she made it through. So I was like, man, I lost it at that point. I was very thankful for just life. I mean, you know what that feels like. But that was the one loss. And then a year later, back to back, we got pregnant. So it's almost as if like whatever was not functional in her, whatever wasn't good was removed, and then we got pregnant with our second, and then with our third probably about 18 months later.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Beautiful. So yeah, but it was a journey.
Wow. Yeah. And factory closed,
bro. We shut it down. That's still, man. We're done. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So beautiful family. And then let me ask you this. As far as professional life goes, you know, how has that played a factor in your marriage? Does it conflict? Has it been hard? Have you had to sacrifice time from the family so that the personal you know, professional side can grow? How's that? How does Joe balance that?
So I've worked for this company. It's called the Pomona Regional Center for about 16 years. I've been in the same position and not the same position, but the same kind of like company. And I've just grown there. They've been great to me. But as far as the life balance, it's been good. Just like it's really a comfortable job, 9 to 5, you know, and just come home, help with the kids and things like that. But I have to make it. It's an intentional thing because it's really geared toward having that balance, dude. Because the 3 kids are a lot, bro. It's a lot. It's heavy. I mean, you know, you have 4, right? Like, santo Dios.
Once you're outnumbered, bro, you're good though. I tell any married couple, any friends of mine, I'm like, you got 2. I'm like, look, ya cuando llegas al 3, call me. You could do 4, 5, 6, 7. You're good, bro, because you're outnumbered already. You're fine. Oh man, yeah. So it is heavy. Maybe you know this. I don't have to tell you, but for my wife, it's heavy, dude. Just absolutely. You know, 3 boys. Is she a stay-at-home mom? After our first kid, she started staying at home, and it just something that we agreed to, and we did that sacrifice for our family, but also financially. You know, you have to sacrifice. So you know what that's like. Mm-hmm. And it's finding that balance. Like, hey, she needs to balance out once I get home. Hey, you know, go out with the girls. Hey, go out and find that happy medium, because if not, you go crazy, you know. And you know this. Same thing for me, like going out, even this, bro, like hanging out and just doing the technical stuff and doing all this. I enjoy this, you know. Gets you away from daddy mode all the time or husband mode. Yeah, and it's a sacrifice for my wife. So when I get home, same thing. I'm gonna get home, go into full daddy mode, and she goes and she's gonna go do her nails, go out with the girls, and this and that. And then we also have date nights. So it's like I've always strived for balance, bro. People say that it's not possible, and I'm like, then make it possible. It takes intentionality. Hey, I'm gonna do the dishes. People that say it's difficult. Well, it is difficult. Heck yeah. But that's what marriage is. It's work. Yeah. Like the easy stuff. Like unfortunately, bro, social media has really poisoned everyone. Yeah. Because they just think the glitz and the glamour. That's all you see on social media. The glitz and the glamour. You don't really talk about the snoring, the farting, the pooping, the smelling, the stinky, the diapers, the waking up, the kid has a fever, you know, you don't talk about those things a lot, but that's real life. And that's what real sacrifice is. Look, I'm getting chills, bro, because that's what real life is. 100%. Yeah. So I get what you're saying. You got to be intentional in making those date nights and making those, you know, right now, what you said, time for you, time for her, and stuff like that. Yeah, you got to find that balance. Did it take you guys a while to kind of get into that mode, or did you figure it out fairly quickly? It took us a little while. I'd say it took us a little while. Yeah, especially once the kids come into the picture, everything changes. Then you have no time, right? Yeah. So then, how do you give time when there's no time? So this morning, letting the wife sleep in, I'm doing the dishes, I'm cleaning the floors, because number one, that's her love language, acts of service. I'm doing it for not only for the household, but that's so she doesn't have to deal with it. Cool, great. Now I can jet out and do this fun project, get back home, find the balance, you know, because I'm out Monday through Friday, you know, and she's home dealing with heavy dudes, just like, you know, rolling around and wrestling and stuff, and constantly being bombarded and touching her, and you know, it's a lot. You know, it's a lot. And boys are definitely different than girls, 100%. And they're mama's boys, so they just always want her. And I'm like, get out of there, get out of there, go in your room, and then I'm like, go rest, go to the room. And so I said to my wife when I got home from work, go to the room and get some rest. And she needs to, you know, defuse. And then I spend time with the boys, and then, you know, we find that balance. Good. You gotta find the balance. And right now, when you said they're mama's boys, they are, bro. For a specific age, they are. Yeah. I want to say maybe 10 by 10, but it's a rough estimate. It could be a little bit, because everyone develops differently. Like there's late bloomers, there's early bloomers, or whatever, right? But like average of 10. Yeah. that's when they still are mama's boys, but they are now looking at dad.
Mm-hmm.
Be that model, bro.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
I'm sharing that with you because I see that in my boys, especially my son. I see it in him.
Yeah.
Be that model, because he's gonna grow up. What you model to him, that's his normal. And God has given them to you. He has lent you these boys.
Right.
And oh man, I feel it in my Holy Spirit. It is your job to make them gentlemen.
Yeah.
To make them the man that they're going to be, like, and that's where legacy matters. That's where it doesn't matter your title, the position you're in, how big the house is, where they're at. Your job is to make them men.
Yep.
So
I agree.
Yeah, man, it's
I agree.
And it's beautiful. All those stages are beautiful, bro. Like the them being little, having them when they fit in your chest like this, and then to the point where you can't even carry them anymore. Like all those stages are beautiful. I know you're enjoying them, and I bless your family, bro. May God protect your family and bless your family.
Appreciate that, dude.
Yeah. So in the business side, then, I mean, if you don't mind sharing a little bit, like, so what exactly is it that you do?
Yeah. Well, so for my state job, that's my 9 to 5. I'm basically I take care of 2 sites, and I take care of the logistics for them. So we are a developmental disabilities services company, organization for the state, right? So we provide services for people with disabilities. That's the main function. But on the back end, the support, that's me. So I'm taking care of construction and building out offices and furniture, the security system, the production system. So
literally floor up.
Yeah. So anything on the AV side, so live audio and video, live recording, all that stuff. So that's all my team. I have a great team, and they just take care of the maintenance and janitorial, and we have different contractors coming through and building out complete different rooms, and so we just opened up a new site, and so it's constantly changing. It's a big umbrella. But that's my 9 to 5, and then beyond that, the freelance is production. So audio, video, live audio, and all that stuff. So
yeah. Which, like I said in the beginning of the pod, guys, he's helping me out. I'll share a picture with you guys of all the equipment he brought over. Because I hit him up. I just hit him up. I'm like, bro, I want to upgrade. Give me ideas. And I'm over here thinking like 1 thing, 2 things. I got to do 50 things. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, but it opens your eyes to the reality of like, you can do this. Like, to me, you guys can't see it. I'll take a picture actually, and I'll show you guys. But there's like a monitor right here in front of me where you get to see all the angles of the cameras. Like, you get to see this one, this one, this one, this one, right? And it's a blessing, because that's what elevates your pod, or in general, just it elevates it to another level. And I thank you, bro, because you opened my mind to like a lot of technology, in the sense of like what can make my life easier, what can make my life. Because one of the things that I struggle with, and I'm very honest, very open. It's the post editing. And even in that, you've opened my eyes where I'm like, bro, that's gonna be amazing. So you have a great talent. How did you ever even get into like techie stuff? Like, when did that kind of like flourish in you?
So it was about around the time we got married. So it's like 14 years ago. Just we bought a camera, and we started just using it, a DSLR like this. That was the first one. And then I just started shooting, capturing. Then I got a little GoPro, and then I started doing fun little videos. And it was just a passion. I was just like, I love capturing. I love getting different angles and trying different things. And then it was like, oh, you can do videos? And I was like, yeah, I can do it, And they're like, oh, you want to do a wedding? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And then did a wedding, then a project, then I have a YouTube customers, then they just started growing, and it's all word of mouth. I don't really promote myself.
I don't see you, but people just know.
They just hit me up. So I have a couple customers that are frequent customers, and they'll just hit me up like, hey, I need another YouTube project. All right, cool, let's go. So, and then I got hired with the church. Same thing for I was there for on staff about 3-4 years. Then contracted, and back and forth and stuff. And that was a great experience too. So same thing. It started off me I had my little GoPro and I'd be running around with my skateboard and they're like, "Hey, you know how to do videos?" And I was like, "Yeah." And it started from there.
Nice.
So it's all just having fun. And that's the thing. Like when I talked about balance earlier, this is a passion. My work is a passion. My kids are a passion. My wife and skating and all this stuff. So I have all these activities and music, and I play drums and music and guitar and stuff. So I'm playing drums tomorrow. But all to say is, I love these things and I enjoy these things very much, but I try so hard to not let them consume me or do it full time.
So good.
Because then I'm gonna hate it.
Correct. I hate
getting to that point where I do it so much that I'm like, ugh.
You get overwhelmed.
I'm
and then you don't, and yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I'm still enjoying these things
so good.
As a passion, as a hobby, as a whatever. And I still have my 9 to 5, but I try to keep them balanced out so that I still enjoy them.
I'm taking that nugget that you just shared, bro. I don't know if you guys took it, but it's so important to have a balance. Like, if you're always with your partner, se van a enfadar. If you're never with your partner, se van a enfadar. Like, if you're doing, if all you want to do is just like a sport, te vas a enfadar del sport. That's why some people are like, one injury or something happens, they're like, I'm done and I quit. I don't want to do it anymore. So that's a good piece of advice to take home. Yeah, man. Cool. Yeah. Well, bro, I mean, thank you so much for joining the pod. Sure. Thank you so much for sharing your story, a little bit of your story, but also blessing the viewers, the listeners with great sound quality, great picture quality. Yeah. We're going to thank him from here on out as far as, a lot of the upgrades that will be happening. So I'm going to keep shouting. You guys know I shout out a lot of the people that bless me and help me. But I hope you guys enjoyed the pod. I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. The goal, again, is to just be open, to just be transparent, to just say, I've struggled. At that age, I was like this. Why? Because that's the way we're going to become better. Mentorships, people to follow, people to look up to. He had mentorships. Now he's mentoring his kids that need that father figure to become the gentlemen that they're going to be, right? So it's a little bit of everything, but it all has to do with internal growth so that it can bless those around us, right? I share that all the time with you guys. So with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Mac Effect out.
Peace out.
Peace.